Coach, your Bengals have won 3 of the last 4. What's been working for you guys these last few weekends?
Well, I think all year long, we've been a very good rebounding team. I think all the numbers would indicate that. Our guys are continuing to be locked in that area, but I think we've had really good guard play. Dylan Darling and Jake O'Neal just keep getting better for us.
You mentioned Dylan Darling. He has scored at least 20 points in your last 4 games, had a career high 30 in that win Saturday night. What has he brought to your program this season?
You know what? I think the thing I love about him most is his competitive spirit. And I don't think everyone realizes Dylan and I have a pretty good relationship. We come from the same town. We played at the same high school. Had a lot of people in basketball in our lives that were similar. So I felt like I had a really good pulse in regards to what we were getting with Dylan. I just wished we would have got him when he was in high school before he went to Washington State. But thankful that he's with us here now.
On the broadcast, they mentioned that someone his size, you don't often see toughness coming from someone his size, and that he's kind of like a bull in a china shop running around out there. Where do you think that scrappiness comes from?
Probably his dad. Dad was a fantastic athlete, same age as myself. Growing up in Eastern Washington, he went to Washington State, played middle linebacker, and had a long NFL career. And I just know what kind of influence James has had on Dylan.
Dylan is one of a handful of new players on your roster this season. You and I have talked in the past about the challenges of having a new roster in the recruiting process. What are the fun parts of having so many new faces in your locker room for this season?
Transfer portal and NIL have made our world crazy in regards to continuity. We're hopeful that that's going to change with us here moving forward. It's definitely been a challenge with all the new guys that we have on our roster and in our program. But I've loved this group. They really like each other. They get along. I think because of those reasons, we're only going to get better as the year goes on. But definitely just a fun, hardworking group and a joy to be around every day.
Looking ahead to this weekend, you head to the Treasure State. You face Montana on Thursday. Their last loss was to Idaho State, have won the last 6 straight since that game. What will it take for you guys to get the season sweep?
Our staff just had that conversation here in the office. Not only have they won every game since we've played them, but I think they've only lost one game in their own building so far this year. We know that they're much better probably than what they were at our place a month ago. Honestly, the second half of that game, that's probably the best an Idaho State team has maybe ever played. Seemed like everything was working. All of our shots were going in. We defended well. We know that to beat them again at their place, we're going to have to be extremely good again.
After Montana, you head to Montana State to face the reigning tournament champions. How can road wins against Montana and Montana State this weekend help set the tone for the final few weeks of the regular season?
I think anyone can look at the standings from about 3 to 8 right now. There's a big log jam. The teams that can find a way to win some road games here down the stretch are going to probably find themselves in a great spot in the standings at the end of the year. Uh, Traditionally, this has been a tough road trip for us. We know both games are going to be hard. I think both teams are extremely talented. Both have very good coaches. We're going to just try to put our best foot forward. And I think winning at Weber on the road gave us a lot of confidence the other night.